Back in February 2021, I planned the location of every outlet, recessed light, and fixture for our cottage renovation, really thinking about what we would need and how we would live in our home. It's finally time to see it all come together and inch closer and closer to moving in. Until you're in this process of renovating a house or even building a house, you don't realize all of the little decisions that you need to make throughout the whole house, like down to the type and shape of the switches that you need for all of the house. That totally dawned on me this week when the electrician came out to walk through the plans and had a whole bunch of questions for me of decisions that I hadn't made yet. I want to walk through the plans for the electrical to make sure everything makes sense and it's still what I want, because I actually did these plans a few months ago. I'm pretty sure it's good, but I wanted to walk you guys through kind of my design decisions on where pretty things are gonna go versus just extra lighting, like recessed lighting. We're standing in one of the rooms that was off to the side, and then the entryway, there was only one light in every room, one center light or light/fan. So in this room, there was just one light and a fan. In the entry right here, there was one small chandelier, which is really pretty, actually. They had some little rose details on it, but I don't want. But the shape of it was really pretty, and I want to kind of bring it back to life and put it somewhere, maybe over a clawfoot tub. And one in the dining room, one fan. That's it. I think they were all fans, actually, except for this one. This is the electrical plan for the whole house, so the main and the addition. So we are putting recessed lights in the ceilings throughout the whole house. This room was kind of specific. So you see that there's the fireplace in the center. So I didn't want the view from the kitchen to the fireplace, the view that you're getting right now from the entryway. I didn't want a chandelier hanging right in the middle of the fireplace, because we have every intention on putting the TV above the fireplace. So I'm actually doing two. One centered on this side and one centered on that side. So two lights will hang. The entryway here, instead of having a chandelier like they had it before, we're just gonna have two recessed lights walking in, because there was gonna be too many pretty lights hanging in places, and I thought that would be odd there. So the kitchen is actually gonna have some really pretty lighting. Obviously, we'll have two really pretty lights over the island here, and then also plenty of recessed. We have 4. So basically another box. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the kitchen. And then over here in the dining room, we'll have a few more recessed lights. We'll have 2 on each side of a center chandelier that we have to find, which I think would be so beautiful with a rectangle table there and the 2 double windows. Sometimes I think about this house and I'm just like, it's gonna look so good. We're getting so close, I feel like. So the electrician needs to know what recessed lights I want, and also what switches I want. Do I want a toggle switch that you see more in modern homes, or do I want this switch, a regular old school switch? And I didn't know how to answer his question. I was like, oh, I didn't even think about the switches. I mean, I know it was a decision we had to make, but I just had with so many details that you have to decide on. But first I want to take a look at all of the lighting and the fans and stuff that I'm actually going to be repurposing back into the house, and we'll kind of catalog it so that we know what we have and we know what we still need to find. I got some new little globes to replace the little pendant glass shades that were on one of the fans, to make it a little more updated and go with the vibe of the house a little more. These are the ones I'm thinking for the front, so we can take one and see what it looks like. It definitely needs some work. They need some cleaning up. I think they're in overall good shape wiring wise, and I like the detail that they had, and we can paint them black and they would be so beautiful. So we'll take those and take a look and see what it looks like on the front of the house. I also found some other fixtures. I have this light fixture that matches those little globies. Same idea, same shape. And then this is a similar shape too, of 2 that I found. Look at these. But these are outdoor lights too. And you kind of want some cohesion with your outdoor lighting, even though we do need multiple outdoor lighting sets for the back door area and the French doors going out to the patio. I don't know if we're gonna use these yet or just get some more that look like this We can look at the Home Depot and see if they have these. Let's go see what they look like on the house. But I'm so excited to get started on all this lighting, so when the electrician comes and we have power and electrical within a matter of a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks, we can start adding these details to the house. And I'm thinking right about there. Does that look good? So I'm thinking I want all of the porch lights the same, but let's see. 80 inches high. Yeah, I think that's fine. 80. And then I think exactly the same for this one too, because all of our ceilings are the same height. So I feel like it's a good measurement, you know? And then in the living room, I actually want 2 pendants, because I don't want a pendant hanging right down in the middle of the fireplace. I want 2 on each side, so that you can look from the kitchen at the fireplace. Does that make sense? Because we're also gonna have the TV there, because it's important to us. So I want it in the center of this window, off to the side. So that's 104 inches from the wall. How do I do this? Oh, the framers popped the line in the center of the window. Oh, well, that's marvelous. Okay.
I already talked kind of about this, but I love that rocker switch throughout the whole house. These are the recessed lights that my parents have in their house, and I really like them.
Just like that.
Okay.
So it's just a flat surface.
Oh, okay. Let's just do that. Okay. Yeah, whatever you recommend. So that. Yes, we just keep that in mind.
Yeah, so I'll just
come out. And then all the Christmas things. Yes, absolutely. And then a couple of options. And the square is a vacant hole, but I know that that's not going to be 3 feet. It's just going to be behind, but then this is moisture on this side. I don't know if that's a proper place. So the attic door goes here, and I believe he said it's going to go above this side because we have a bigger eave here. 2 lights, no fan in here. Only fans in the bedrooms.
We're back in Los Angeles just for a little bit, just for a week while they were working on some other stuff at the house. We got away from it. We came back for a week. I had some stuff to do. So we got back yesterday afternoon, and last night we went to the Home Depot to check out the recessed lighting that my electrician had recommended or said that they wanted to put in the house. He gave me the information and I wanted to go see what they look like. Obviously, I wanted to know what they were gonna look like before they started next week. So it's very exciting. Through this cottage renovation, I've been researching so many different ways that we can make the cottage more energy efficient, like we've been doing with the windows and light bulbs and AC units, all of the things that we can do to not only make the cottage more energy efficient, but also our home here in Los Angeles. Also picked up some Ecosmart light bulbs to swap out all of our incandescent light bulbs here at the house. And I'm gonna tell you guys all about them because I wanna give a very big thank you to the Home Depot for sponsoring today's video so I can tell you even more about the Ecosmart light bulb line and all of the amazing benefits. So this is all of the Ecosmart bulbs, and there are so many different options. So I have a list of all of the ones that the right sizing and the type of lighting that I like in each room for our house. Definitely these. They're amber glass. They're gonna be so pretty in the little night light. Also need some kind of like more traditional size light bulbs. All the sizes. I like warm white in the bedroom, soft white in the living room. I told Romeo that since he's the one that does all the laundry, that he could pick our laundry, our washer and dryer. But this is the one that I was looking at. I really like it, the Samsung, because I think I like the color. Pure aesthetic for me, I guess.
I like that color.
I like this color a lot. I don't like white. It doesn't look right for our house. Yeah, so your vote is yes? You can see you doing laundry on this? So for a long time, all of us used these incandescent bulbs. And these things get really hot. They burn out pretty quickly, actually. They burn out. A few years ago, I don't know how long ago, we actually started to adapt to the LED bulbs for lots of reasons. They don't get as hot. They last a lot longer, like 10 years or so. But the problem with them is they weren't very pretty. So when you had a fixture like, kind of like this one, where you can actually see the light bulb, they weren't very stylish. They were just kind of like, what's the point in having a pretty light fixture if you have kind of like a bulb that just doesn't add that extra flair, like kind of like an Edison. Edison bulbs are so pretty, but most of the time they were really warm. Had to want really warm light in a room to have a pretty bulb. Now with Ecosmart's new portfolio of light bulbs, it's got all of the great, amazing features and benefits all rolled into one. They're LED to last long, they use less energy, and it looks good doing it. And shade or color of light plays a huge factor in the mood or feeling in each room of your home. Like here in our living room, we have 4 recessed lights in the ceiling, and then we have 2 lamps in here. And Ecosmart's dimmable recessed bulbs come with a selectable color temperature, which allows you to pick the color that you'd like for each room. You can also use the duo bright setting that adjusts from daylight to sunset glow with your existing dimmer switch. And then for our lamps in this room, I like it a little softer because those we leave on when the big recessed aren't on. So I went with bright white, and these are Ecosmart's LED Vintage Edition bulbs with a bendy filament. It's 40-watt equivalent, but it actually only uses 5.6 watts. Here in the entryway, I love leaving this lantern light on all the time, like as a night light in the entry when we're coming home. So this one's really important to swap out. And I like warmer colors of light for night lights and ones that you leave on all the time. And out here on the patio, I like to use a warmer light because this light is on at night and you just like a calmer light at night in general, and it kind of shines in the house. So I'm going with a soft white. In the kitchen, I like to see. I'm already not a great cook. So I don't need any other struggles in the kitchen. So I am opting for daylight color temperature in here. And this light just deserves to have pretty LED energy efficient lights because you can actually see through. So we are using the Ecosmart thinner filament Edison bulbs, and look at these, they're beautiful. They're gonna be pretty in this pendant. And these are 40-watt equivalent, and they only used 5 watts of energy. The bathroom is also a place I really like to see. So I went with daylight in here too. And finally, our bedroom. And contrary to what we did in some of the other spaces, in the bedroom, I love warm light. So we are using warm light in the 2 bedside lamps because I like to have those on at night. I went for a slightly cooler color for the fan ceiling light in a bright white because I feel like when we turn that one on, we want to see a little better. So the next time you are looking for light bulbs or you want to swap out your incandescent ones with more energy efficient ones that last longer, think about how you want to feel and the mood that you want to set in each room in your house, and then kind of pick the color accordingly. You can shop all of Ecosmart's new portfolio of lighting at the Home Depot, and I'll leave a link for you guys to check them out online. And I'm very excited to get back to the cottage in not too long, actually, less than a week now, to see what it's going to be like to actually have electricity. They're supposed to be there when I get back. We should actually be getting closer and closer and closer to moving in, and it has been moving pretty fast with the AC and everything in. You guys won't have to wait a week. I'll be back in Texas in like 3 seconds. It is a cold and misty morning here at the cottage. The electricians are here. They've been here since dark. I thought for sure they wouldn't. It's Saturday. I thought for sure they wouldn't come until like 9. So they are here. They're putting in all of the can lights, the boxes for the outlets. They're putting in all of the switches, running all the wiring. Then they'll come back once the drywall is up and actually put in all of the plugs and things like that. But very exciting. So the first day the electricians got all of the boxes set, and then they came out the next day and ran all of the wiring to all of the boxes. So throughout the original house and then back in the addition, they finished putting in all of the recess can lights so that we can have those. And in the guest bathroom, I actually had them change one thing. I changed it to one light above the mirror because I found the most beautiful mirror at an estate sale for 25 bucks. And I originally wanted two lights on each side of the mirror, but with this one, I had to put it above. And I think it's so worth it. I can really see the design of this room come together and start to come to life. I finished all the wiring for the primary bathroom and then the lights above the shower in the primary bathroom. And then in the laundry room, they finished the vents and stuff, and they also put all of the wiring to the breaker box because we're actually going to have the breaker box in the laundry room. I got these lights all cleaned up and looked at them again on the front. I think they're gonna be so pretty. I definitely have decided that I wanna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of these, like this style, so all of the outdoor patio lights are the same. And painting them, because right now they're kind of like a ashy black metal color, and I want them to be black. Like solid black. I looked at it out there and they just look dull, and they also don't kind of match. This one's lighter than this one, so I definitely think so. So I cleaned them up. I'm gonna tape off the glass and then spray them with this flat paint and primer in one Rust-Oleum, indoor and outdoor durability. And it's gonna be under the porch, so it's not gonna get any direct anything, really. So today is a very exciting day. We are finally to the stage that we can get foam insulation. We have been on the list for a while to get insulation in the house, and it's finally the day. The guys are here. They're gonna be blowing in the insulation into all of the exterior walls and the roof, and we're one step closer to having the electricians back out here, to having the plumbers back out here, and getting sheetrock. And then we can move in. I'm very excited. We're gonna be able to see this process after it's already completed because it's not safe for me to be in there while they're foaming, so I won't get any clips. So I still won't know how it's really done, but we'll get to see it after. It's foamy. Wow. He said it was safe to come in so and look around. Just when it's being foamed, we're not supposed to like walk through it and stuff. It's so cool. Already the temperature in here is different, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It feels more solid
It does feel more solid.
and quiet.
And quiet. Look how quiet it is. I can hear you talk.
You could sleep in here.
Look at the foam room.
I think this would be fun to do.
Foam? Oh
Foam.
yeah. It'd be like really satisfying to
Just
like
slice it off.
and then
Yeah.
I imagine, I've never,
We could have done this.
you can't tell me things like that because then I'm like, yeah, we could.
This would have been fun. We could do this at Fox Run. Look, I'm all rhymy today.
Is that like,
I don't
do you need a
know.
license for this? I don't know. This is exciting. Okay, I'm ready for drywall. I'm ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We are so close to moving in this house. I can feel it. I'm excited for the drywall, which is the next stage, and then the electricians will be back to hang all of our pendants, turn on the electricity in the house so we're not running power from the outside to the inside, and we can actually move in this house towards the end of the month. I think, fingers crossed, but I'm not holding my breath at all. While they're doing all of that, in the meantime, I am gonna completely dry in this house. I got all of the rest of the painting done. It's perfection. I'm so excited. It's gonna save us a lot of time in the long run. Now that we have the siding painted, we can install the windows. All of the windows are painted, all of the jambs are painted. They're ready to go in. And then I have to figure out how to install exterior doors. So so come back to see how I figure all of that out. Finally getting in this house so that we can do room makeovers and DIYs. So if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know exactly when I upload. Follow me over on my vlog channel too for even more behind the scenes and more content every week. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye guys. I got a lot of work to do. I gotta get this house dried in before the sheetrock. I feel good about it though. I got like 2 days. Gotta go.